What's going on,
T-Mobile because you
everybody?
totally
Mitch
can.
here,
So stop
Drunk
into the Verizon
FX.
store
Welcome
here
you,
in
the
Baxter.
Hood
We'll get your
Nation,
phone switched
to
over.
another
It'll take
video
no more than
reaction
20
here.
minutes.
We do not
Come
skip
on
the
in today.
commercials here at Drunk FX.
Hey, guys.
Deliberately, I just showed you the last 5 seconds of that commercial. That commercial was way longer than that. The point is if you guys don't skip it, it puts money in YouTubers' pockets. Please keep that in mind. I did check it out and took it in consideration. This is Dual Dreamer. My boy right here. Is Goku considered a superhero? I got his permission. We're going to go ahead and do a reaction to it. He teamed up with Richard Kenobi, and I'm going to read off a few of the other people here. SpectralStar, Your Only Mate, and MASAKOX. I don't know how to pronounce that. But this is something that they do. They kind of have their own little clique, where they discuss these type of nerd bender podcasts, if you guys ever seen those. So if you guys want to watch the original, which I highly encourage you to do, full screen its entirety without my blah blah blah, because that will support the official release, and you won't get my blabbing and yapping. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Guys, this is Dual Dreamer. So the following video you're about to watch is pretty much a discussion between myself, Richard Korra Kenobi, SpectralStar, Your Only Mate, and Team 4 Star's own MASAKOX on whether Goku should be considered as a superhero. And this is a discussion that's been debated for quite some time, and we took the time to discuss it during a Nerdbender podcast that we did a few months back when we were discussing about the Dragon Ball franchise.
I must have missed that one.
So I took this part of the video from the podcast to see what you guys think, whether you agree with what we had to say or disagree, because I like to know your thoughts. Do you consider Goku as a superhero?
Mitch, you don't hold back.
Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments down below and tell me what you guys think, and we'll gladly discuss and debate about it. But before you guys watch it, please go to Richard Korra Kenobi's channel, subscribe. Go to Your Only Mate's channel, subscribe. Go to SpectralStar's channel, subscribe. And also go to Team 4 Star's channel and subscribe to them to watch the Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
He's
and
the
also
dude with the long.
He's
kind of the
YouTube channel,
looking
because
dude.
there's a lot of great discussions about Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, whatever, and also other discussions. So please go to their channels and subscribe to them. So here's the discussion. Hope you enjoy.
His profile picture kind of looks like
Goku. One of the things that people seem to always debate about Goku is
the Power Scout around.
Is Goku a superhero? Is he considered a superhero or not?
No, he's not.
Yeah, there you go.
And it depends where you are. It depends where you are.
Okay.
Basically, if you go to the original source,
Toriyama
never made Goku, never planned for Goku to be a superhero.
Yes.
Goku, as far as he was concerned, Goku was a country bumpkin.
Yes. I can see
that's what he's always been. He's a country bumpkin who likes to fight. He likes getting stronger. And, he's a good kid. Yeah, he's good like that, but he fights because he wants to, he wants to get stronger, and that's how he is in the dub. But because you look to the original Saban Ocean Pioneer dub, they add all the music in it. Sounds like it came straight out of Power Rangers.
Yes.
It is like you got a Power Rangers vibe. So he has to be the superhero, and it's part of that, and it makes it relatable. That's just the long and short of it, really.
Right, and I agree with that. I don't think of him as a superhero because I always believe that when it comes to Goku, it's eat, sleep, train, fight, repeat, and that's pretty much all he's about.
Is the Brock Lesnar?
Sounds about right.
Yes, but the thing is, also when I think of a superhero, I think of a person that makes it his job to protect people. Like they're vigilantes in a way.
Goku didn't save the planet. Let's just ignore that.
Job. Whereas Goku, the only time he starts fighting for the Earth is when his family's threatened, his friends are threatened, and that doesn't scream superhero. It just screams like that's what any person would do. You know what I mean?
Last resort.
You agree with that?
Okay.
I agree. Yes. I had to go get my charger real quick, but I agree with what Masako and you just said. But see, I think that depends on, because it's like Masako said, it depends, because if you watch the Japanese dub, you know that's not how the character is. But because most people, or I shouldn't say most, because everyone has grown up on the Funimation and other dubs, they portrayed him as a superhero, and
I grew up with the Japanese.
To now grow up and see that he's not.
Is it weird that even when watching just the dubs, I never thought that?
Yeah, because I didn't know Goku wasn't this way until after I watched the Japanese version.
Oh, I watched the Japanese version. I always thought he was a superhero, man.
I discovered this is not how the character.
I watched Goku back in 1989, son.
Oh, okay, so this is
Japanese.
How he's different from the English dub. So I came to respect that, and I actually prefer the Japanese dub because it's the truest and better one.
Richard Kenobi, you got my love, man.
Something he's not meant to be, like in the Funimation dub or the other dub.
I can't stand.
I can respect how people
I can't stand American
Goku
dubs
and see him.
The voice actor makes me sick.
Whenever somebody says, "Oh, who's your favorite superhero?" Oh, it's Goku. Goku's not a superhero. Like, he's not Batman. He's not Superman. He's not Spider-Man. He's not any of those
Batman's
characters.
A parody character. He's not even a superhero either.
Because
he's a
those
joke
characters
along with
show
Joker.
Why they're heroes. Goku's a hero by accident, if that makes any sense. Like, he has saved the world, but it's only because, okay, if you threaten the world, of course, he's going to do what Yogi does. He's going to save it because his companions and friends are there.
I know my boy here is going to keep talking, so I have to pause it. But basically, Goku is not... Okay, if you guys ever know Dungeons and Dragons, you got your character alignment. You got, like, lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, you know, lawful evil. You know, like, you got all those things. It's just the character alignment of what Goku is. Goku is a superhero by the fact of, like dude said, like, he'll step in almost as a last resort. That doesn't make him not a hero. It's no different than saying King Kai. Or not King Kai. Was it King Kai? God, Jesus, now I'm drawing a blank here. Basically, Piccolo's alternate good guy that sits on Kami. That guy easily, if he was a superhero, he's the god, he could easily swoop down and save everybody. Does that not make him a hero? No, he is a hero. He's a freaking god. Like, he steps in when absolutely it needs to be. There's a balance between good and evil, and I think you guys might miss that point.
So why would he not save it?
But all my stuff is here.
And the food.
Exactly. He's not gonna say, "I will not let you hurt the innocent people of Earth." It's just like he's
my lunch.
Well, yeah, he'll mainly.
My tuna sandwich.
His lunch, then he'll save the world just to eat that lunch. But if it's other people, he genuinely won't care. I mean, the only person I can kind of consider a superhero is Gohan, because Gohan literally became a superhero. The Great Saiyan.
The Great Saiyan out there.
Yes, it was a job, but it was because Gohan. If Gohan hadn't been raised right by Chi-Chi, him and Goten would have became like Goku. They wouldn't have. They would have just been country bumpkins like Goku, but they're not. They're completely different. And I don't mind Goku. I'm okay with Goku just being like how Masako recently depicted it, talking about the newest episode, because the way Super is going, we may be seeing sort of an anti-hero role for Goku, but I don't mind that if it's written properly and if they can really capitalize on it. But
no, Vegeta's anti-hero.
Like the idea of Goku being a superhero, because it goes against everything Akira Toriyama wrote, and it also goes against the character himself.
Right. And I know there's some people who think that, well, because he said, "I'm the light and the hope of the universe," and this, like,
that was the dub changes. That wasn't in the original Japanese version.
Right.
Manga.
I love it. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
But the thing
Goku is a Saiyan warrior, man.
Please go check out his videos. He explains it better than we can.
Right. But I think that when, with that dub that he says that I'm the light, and people would confuse that with him saying, oh, that makes he's a superhero. I think Goku was just saying that just to get under Frieza's skin.
Exactly. I can see that happening, yes. And people actually brought up in the comments that Trunks is kind of a hero, if you really think about it.
Trunks is. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so there are characters in the Dragon Ball universe that can be held to the standards of superheroes, but Goku is not one of them. He will never fit in that class, not because he can't be one, it's just because that's not how he is. That's not how he was. It's his heritage that prevents him from doing that, because he's a Saiyan, and he's a country bumpkin who loves Earth. But he's not going to defend the people constantly every day, because plus I think Goku would kind of get tired of defending people, because then he wouldn't be able to train.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He wants to train to be the best. That's pretty much his prime thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So his character alignment would be a true neutral.
I'm glad Akira Toriyama didn't make him a superhero, but again, I have no problem.
Lawful
I
neutral
understand that modern audiences back then couldn't handle Goku's characterization if he was who he is now, because that would have been a little harsh, and people would have found it hard to root for him, because how can they root for somebody who's not a superhero?
Right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Goku's the shit.
Love Goku, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I watched him back in 1990s.
We love the character that he is.
Nobody knew who he was in America.
I mean, even though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Moscow.
No, I was agreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yes, I agree. I mean, everything that we love about Goku, it still stands. I mean, I'm okay with the character himself has grown along with us. It's just that, I mean,
He doesn't grow too much though.
Yes, but
there's not much character development with Goku.
Well, no, absolutely.
He's pretty much a man-child.
Yeah, but as Masako said, he's in his 40s now, so that excuse really can't be used anymore, because he's a grown man. He's middle-aged.
Right, but he still kind of acts the same, somewhat the same as when we first knew him from Dragon Ball.
Yes, I agree.
But at the same time, we still love him. We still love the character. No matter what.
I love seeing him triumph and over victories. I love seeing him get stronger. I love seeing him spending what little time he can with his family. I love seeing. It's just a joy to watch him do what he does. But I would prefer to have the character as he is instead of what other people want him to be.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with Kenobi.
Like, I don't want Goku to be a superhero and wear a costume and go around saving people, because then even the character himself would admit that that's not best for him. That's not what makes him him. He would feel that I'm not suited to this. I'm just who I am, and I'm okay with that.
And I think that's the biggest charm about him, is that he's more relatable to the average Joe.
Yes, I can see that. Yeah, definitely.
That's good point.
Compared to another superhero that I don't know if we should talk about it, but anyway.
I heard Superman coming out of that noise.
I don't know what it is about me that drives.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause this real quick. I'm not gonna skip it, just to show you all here at Drunk FX. We never skip commercials. That's how your favorite YouTubers get paid. You guys should definitely go ahead and respectfully do so. Let's return to it. Whoa. Actually, that video is over, so I will have to thumbs it up. I'm a little disappointed that it ended. Yeah, to really end it up to that, to me, the definition of superhero is it's debatable, because a lot of people think that, like they said, a superhero is someone that rescues a cat out of a tree and burning houses and everything, but at the end of the day, it's Goku saved he took out the Red Ribbon Army, you know, which if they didn't get taken out, the whole planet would have been taken over. We're talking original Dragon Ball, by the way, for those of you that don't know the original Dragon Ball series. And he also saved the planet from Raditz when Raditz came. And people can say, oh, well, he's just, oh, he's a convenient hero, or I don't know what word they said, basically. They basically made it sound like, oh, he's just a coincidental hero or whatever. Well, the same can be said for Clark Kent. Clark never wanted to be this hero either. He was bitching and whining the whole time about, I just want to be a normal boy and be a normal country bumpkin and blah, 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 blah. Well, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. You know, like Clark had to accept who he was and save the planet. And also on top of that, to back up the point that Chi-Chi even told Goku, and this is even times before Goten was born, he told her, and this is the comics, that she always wanted him to settle down. He said, Chi-Chi, I gotta train, because if someone comes even stronger than Frieza or Cell, you know, obviously based on the timeline of what I'm saying, he said, someone's gotta defend this planet. Now, to me, when you hear that, that tells me right there that is a superhero. I think I like you guys' podcast, what you guys are saying, but I think a lot of you guys don't realize that that's actually like the discussions and stuff that really did happen between him and Chi-Chi. Why he snuck out to train. Did he want the greatest challenge? Absolutely. That was his Saiyan heritage / cockiness going into it, but at the same time too, he still did love and care about Earth. There was no doubt about it. Like, that's just kind of who Goku was. So that's why when people tell me there's like a Japanese Goku and an Earth Goku, I really don't agree with it. I don't see the difference. See, I grew up personally with Japanese Goku. Like, I literally watched it back in the early 90s. I have all the Japanese video games. I had a modded PlayStation back in the day. I even was able to play the Super Famicom Dragon Ball Z game. And when I compare the two, to me, Goku is the same person. There's a few little modded scripts of what he says. Like, yeah, the whole allied to good, I'm the light and the blah, blah, blah. Okay, I get that part. Like, I do. I'm not gonna deny that some of that stuff was changed, but at the end of the day, to me, he's the same person. He still fights to keep the natural order and balance of things. You know, I mean, yeah, he's definitely not going to be a person that would stop your average bank robber or anything like that. Like, he doesn't do that. What he is, I don't want to say God, because that kind of puts him on a higher scale, but he steps in when the planet is at stake and everything. And to me, like, that's what a superhero should do. You know? Like, it kind of makes sense. Like Green Lantern, for instance. If that's the case, we can compare him to Green Lantern. Green Lantern is a galaxy defender, right? He steps in when the planet is involved. You see where I'm going with this? So we can now we can just say, well, then Green Lantern is not a superhero either. Then, you know, he only steps in when the planet's at stake. Get my point? I'll leave it at that, though, guys. I hope you guys definitely did enjoy them. I'll definitely put their links in the description below. Love my boy Dual Dreamer. He's going to be over here. Your chance to subscribe to him. Drunk FX. Also with me, I'm going to be right here with this channel right here. I'm going to put the other playlist, get you guys' feet wet. If we ain't a cup of tea, though, go find it. It's out there. Believe it. This is Nish from Drunk FX, and we're out.